Hello children, how are you all? Let's start our social science class. Take your social book, all of you. Take your social science book. Open page number 287. Page number 287. Economics. First unit, understanding development, perspectives, measurement and sustainability. The previous class, the same unit we have seen the indicators of economic development and what is the difference between growth and the development. As we have seen these all in indicators, we have seen the net national product, per capita income, purchasing power parity, human development. So we have seen these all. Okay. Today we are going to start from the natural resources. Okay. Natural resources. Natural resources can be divided into renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Okay. There are two types are there in the natural resources. One is renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Okay. இயற்கை வளங்கள். So the renewable resources, these are replenishable. Okay, the renewable resources are replenishable. Once we used, the next time also we can get. Okay, but the non-renewable resources are non-replenishable. Once we used, we cannot get again. Okay, the renewable resources. Example of renewable resources are the solar energy, wind energy. These all are called the renewable energy. Okay. The non-renewable resources example coal and petroleum. Got it? So these all the resources, the coal and petroleum we use as for our vehicles. We use petroleum, diesel and these all are non-renewable resources. Once if we used, we cannot get it back. Okay, but the solar energy we can get every day. Yes or no? We can get every day. When the sunlight comes, we can get the solar energy. And wind energy also, when the wind flows, we can get the wind energy. Okay. And the same time, groundwater is an example of a renewable resource. The question arises as to how sustainable development is possible if the resources are overused rather than getting replenished. Non-renewable resources get exhausted after a certain number of years of extracting and using them, and they cannot be replenished. So the solar energy, wind energy, water, everything we can get again, but the coal, petroleum and diesel we cannot get it again once we used. Okay, so that is the difference between renewable resources and the non-renewable resources. The page number 287, open book page number 287. Do you know? You see the literacy rate of Tamil Nadu is the second highest among the southern states. Tamil Nadu's literacy rate is higher than the national average. The enrollment for higher education in Tamil Nadu is the highest in India. Policies for sustainable development. Okay, policies for sustainable development. Before seeing this, open book page number 288. In the first you see the states are given and the parameter of literacy rate, sex ratio, females per thousand males, enrollment in higher education, these are given in the column. Okay, read it one time. And down you see that the natural resources are divided into two, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Plants, animals are renewable resources. Yes or no? We can cut the plants, but the plant can grow again. Yes or no? The animals also, the younger ones will come. Yes or no? But the non-renewable resources, minerals, fossil fuel, soil, once we use, we cannot get it again. Okay, so we have to use the non-renewable resources very carefully. At the same time, water also we have to use very carefully. Okay, we have to save the water. And see the down renewable resources and the non-renewable resources is given. renewable resources are replenishable resources, are pollution free and environment friendly. These resources take a short time for renewal. So the renewable resources will not affect our environment. At the same time, non-renewable resources will affect our environment. It will damage the environment. Non-renewable resources are non-replenishable. Resource pollute and damage the environment. Millions of years are needed for the formation of these resources. For renewable resources, examples are solar energy, wind energy, water, wood and paper. At the same time, non-renewable resources energy are the examples are metals, glass, fossil fuels, petroleum, natural gas, diesel. These all are non-renewable resources. Okay. And the next, the policies for sustainable development. Use of non-conventional sources of energy. Okay. India depends on thermal and hydropower plants to meet its power needs. Both these sources have an adverse environmental impact. Thermal power plants emit large quantities of carbon dioxide which pollute the environment. So, okay, see that if our India, every country they need power. Yes, we need power every day. Every day without power we cannot stay in the home. Yes, we cannot do any work. The electronic item all will not open if there is no power. Yes or no? So we have to get everyday power. That is our daily need. Yes, and every day we should get the power. Okay. So in India we get power from thermal and hydropower. Hydropower means what? Hydro means what? Water. The meaning of hydro is water. Okay. So the power, see that power we get from the water, that is called the hydropower. Got it? And the thermal power, that is veppam saarndu. Okay, thermo means what? Veppam saarndu. Okay, so our country we get the power whatever we need. We depend on the thermal and the hydropower. Okay, and thermal power plants, it pollute the environment by because it emits the large quantities of carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide, you know that in science we have studied the carbon dioxide will pollute the environment. Got it? Solar power in India. Solar power is the conversion of energy from sunlight into electricity, either directly using photovoltaic cells or indirectly using concentrated solar power. So the solar power in our India, most of the area, the people they use the solar energy. Okay, from the solar energy they get the power. Got it? Have you seen the solar power station? Our surrounding areas, in some field they have the solar power plant. Okay, the solar power plant are there in some areas. Okay, and you see that solar panels absorb the sunlight as a source of energy to generate electricity. Solar panels அதுக்கு மேல வந்து ஷைனிங்கா இருக்கும். எசானோ அது வந்து சோலார் லைட் வந்து சன் லைட் என்ன செய்யுது அப்படியே அப்சர்வ் பண்ணி அதை வந்து ஜெனரேட் பண்ணுது, கிரியேட் பண்ணுது, எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டியா கிரியேட் பண்ணுது. A solar electric system can reliably produce electricity for our home and offices. The electricity we can use for our home and offices. These distributed solar systems are often installed by home and business owners to reduce their electricity cost. Solar power in India is a fast developing industry. So in India now most of the area it is developing. Okay, this is the solar power station. Solar power plant is there. Tamil Nadu is the state with the highest installed solar capacity in India. Tamil Nadu is one of the leading solar power producing states in India. So in India, Tamil Nadu only more solar power plants are there. Okay, as on 31st July 2017, the total installed capacity in Tamil Nadu is 1697 megawatt we get from the solar. Okay, solar power, from the solar power we generate the electricity in Tamil Nadu 1697 megawatt. Okay, It is given. You see that Tamil Nadu is the state with highest installed solar capacity in India. Tamil Nadu is one of the leading solar power producing states in India. As on 31st July 2017, the total installed capacity in Tamil Nadu is 1697 megawatt. Environmental policy. What are the environmental policies are there in India? Environmental policies in India have been evolved considerably over the past 3 decades. Decade means what? One decade means 10 years. Decade means what? One decade means 10 years. These policies have covered a wide range of issues such as air, water pollution, waste management and biodiversity conservation. Okay. So, the environmental policies are covered these all such as air pollution, water pollution, waste management and biodiversity conservation. These all will come under the environmental policies. Okay. India faces challenges in economic development which has to be achieved with limited resources, minimum externalities and in the presence of an uncertain climate. One of the approaches to overcome this challenge is through the path of sustainable development. The Supreme Court of India has interpreted and introduced new changes in environmental protection through a series of direction and judgments. So to protect the environment, our Supreme Court had given many order. Okay. And Article 51A G of the Constitution states that it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures. Okay. So, we have to protect the forest areas, yes or no? And we have to protect our lakes, the rivers and wildlife. And all the living creatures should be protected by us, yes or no? And we have to protect the environment and have to improve the natural environment also. Okay, this is the duty of every Indian. Development increases the quality of life. This means that people will have higher incomes, better education, better health and nutrition, less poverty and more equality of opportunity. So, the quality of life. Quantity of life means already I have told in the previous class. Quantity means alavu, makkal thogai. Yes, and quality means avargaludaiya tharam, higher income, nariya varumanam, better education, good qualification, good study and better health. Health also should be better and the nutrition also, less poverty and more equality. So these all should have the people. Okay. The growth story of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is one of the states having achieved rapid progress with a relatively short period, despite it started from appalling levels of poverty, deprivation and inequality. So our Tamil Nadu is growing. Okay, the state, the Tamil Nadu, it is achieved the rapid. Tamil Nadu எப்படி ஒரு achievement இருக்கு. Okay. The short period, very குறுகிய காலத்துக்குள்ள நம்ம தமிழ்நாட்டில் வந்து அதிகமான அச்சீவ்மெண்ட் இருக்கு. ஓகே, பாவர்ட்டி லெவலில் என்ன செஞ்சுட்டாங்க, ஓரளவுக்கு தாண்டிட்டு. டூரிங் த ஷார்ட் பீரியட் தமிழ்நாடு மச் டு த consternation of many economists initiated bold social programs such as universal midday meals in primary schools and started putting in place an extensive social infrastructures, schools, health centers, roads, public transport, water supply, electricity connections and much more. So these all the social infrastructure came into Tamil Nadu. So this is one of the good development in Tamil Nadu. Today Tamil Nadu has some of the best public services among all Indian states and many of them are accessible to all on a non-discriminatory basis. Okay, so in Tamil Nadu in the short period good achievement is there in the Tamil Nadu. Okay, because of many programs we follow, the social programs like the midday meals. That is one of the universal. So in Tamil Nadu, most of the schools they follow this, and the schools they made in Tamil Nadu, our government it has made many schools, healthcare centers, roads, public transport, water supply, electricity connections, and much more. So our Tamil Nadu has some of the best public services among all Indian nation states, and many of them are accessible to all on a non-discriminatory basis. Last but not least, there is no evidence that the cultivation of human capability has been at the cost of conventional economic success, such as fast economic growth. Tamil Nadu have some of the highest per capita incomes and lowest poverty rates among all Indian states. So all the states, there are 29 states are there. Is there 29 states are there. So in our Tamil Nadu is one of the state of India. So among all the states in India, the per capita income level is very high and the poverty rate is very low comparing to all the other Indian states. Okay, so it is one of the good achievement. It is one of the good achievement in India. Okay, then economic growth in turn has enabled these states to sustain and consolidate active social policies. This is an important example of the complementarity between economic growth and public state. Okay, so in this lesson has completed. From this lesson we have learned the development refers to the progress of a particular field or a particular person, and economic development means overall growth of all sectors of the economy. The major indicators of economic development are per capita income, net national product, purchasing power parity, and human development index. And human resource is necessary for the progress of any country. Sustainable development means that development should take place without damaging the environment and preserve it for the future. The Wildlife Protection Act 1972 is aimed at protection to wild animals and birds. Thermal power plants emit large quantity of carbon dioxide which is harmful to the environment. Okay, these are given in the book page number 290. Book page number 290, recap is there. Okay, from the recap you have to make 5 fill-ups. Have you understood? This is your homework. It is not given in the back. So if you listen the class, you can write the homework. Yes or no? So you should listen the class. Don't pass it. Okay, and don't forward it. Listen it completely. So from the recap you have to make 5 fill-ups. That is your extra homework. Okay. 7th question is, what is solar power? Solar power is the conversion of energy from sunlight into electricity, either directly using photovoltaic cells or indirectly using concentrated solar powers. Solar panels absorb the sunlight as the source of energy to generate electricity. A solar electric system can reliably produce electricity for a home and offices. This is the answer for the 7th question. Okay, write fast and write clearly, all of you. Answer in detail. You are going to mark the answers in the book. Okay, you are going to mark the answers in the book. So listen me very carefully. Okay, open your book, page number 288. Discuss the policies for sustainable development. The first question answer is page number 288. You see that policies for sustainable development is there. In that, use of non-conventional sources of energy is there. Is or no? In that para starts from India depends on thermal and hydro power plants. Start. Okay, from that to next page. Solar power in India topic is there. Down the first para. Fully fast developing industry till that. Okay, solar power in India is a fast developing industry. Till that you have to mark. That is your first question answer. The next question answer is, describe in detail about environmental policies in India. That is page number 289. Environmental policies in India topic is there. Did you find? Okay, so there are 5 paragraphs are there, is or no? So you have to mark only the 4. From environmental policies in India have been developed, evolved considerably. From that to the 4th para, you see there, have compassion for living creatures. Till that, the 4 paras for your second question. Okay, second question answer. Third one, differentiate between renewable and non-renewable resources. Page number 288. Under the picture you see that renewable resources, non-renewable resources. The differentiation is given. Mark it. Okay, that is your third detail answer. Mention any 5 environmental acts and their action. Page number 289. List of environmental acts in India given. Yes or no? So that 6 you study and write. Okay, then only you will remember 5. There are asked only 5. One more you have to study extra. Okay, so these all the details should be written in the classwork note. Have you understood? So all the short answers should be written in the classwork note, as well as you have to write all the details also in the classwork note. Okay, find the book back answers also, that is your duty. So when the lesson finished, you have to find the book back one words answers. Okay, your homework is study and write the short answers. Yesterday you have written the three short answers, yes or no? Today you have to write 4th, 5th, 6th. 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th question. Okay, you have to write these all in the homework note. Study and write, don't copy and write. Okay, at the same time already I have given one homework. Make 5 fill-ups from the recap. Find the book back one word answers. Got it? We will see tomorrow.